Welcome to our Slack workspace. So I want to give you a quick tour around the Slack workspace and show you how to use it if you've never used Slack before, so that you're good to go and you can get all of the support you need. So Slack is very much like a group messaging application that divides conversations into channels. So when you first sign into Slack, on the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see all of the channels available to you here uh, in this column. You can also send direct messages to people in Slack down here using the direct messaging tool. So let's walk through the channels that are available. First, we have our water cooler channel. This is our general Hangout channel. It's where this video tour that you're watching now will be stored in case you want to reference it. It's a place to hang out, network with other people, introduce yourself when you join the program, things like that. Next, if we start from the top, we have our announcements channel. This is where any important announcements about the program will be posted. We will have the schedule of upcoming calls posted here as well for you to access. And in any channel that you're in, important announcements are always going to be pinned to the top of the channel. So anything that's important that you need to know about that channel or how to navigate it is going to be pinned at the top. So you can always come into a channel, even if there is a long history in that channel of messages, you can find the most important things by clicking this pin, and those pinned items will show up there for you to have easy access to. So announcements, pretty self-explanatory. Call recordings. All of the call recordings from our different group calls and master classes will be stored on Google Drive, and we'll also post the links with the applicable dates here so that you have a running track record of all the call recordings so you can easily access them. These call recordings are also going to be accessible via the learning platform. If you go to the group calls tab, the page where you see the upcoming calls will also have a link to the call recordings folder in Google Drive at the bottom of that page. So you can find those in the learning platform, and we'll also post them here in Slack so you can access them both ways. So that's the call recordings channel. The customer hypothesis channel. This is for questions around your customer hypothesis. As you're working on your avatar, your hypothesis, you're really defining who you want to market your high ticket offer to and who you want to serve. Questions around that are going to go here so that we can help you out. Next is the offer and validation channel. The offer validation channel. As you're validating your offer, any questions about the process of validating, going out and booking those first calls are going to go into this channel. Organic marketing. When you start getting validation for your offer and you want to be able to talk to a mass market about it, you want to learn about how to market organically, questions about that process are going to go in this channel. Outcome and stage design. This is where you're working on the primary outcomes of your offer. This is before you launch and sell it. You're working on the outcome of your offer and the stages of your offer. There's a specific module for this in the program, and any questions around that module will go here. Next, we have the sales channel. Pretty self-explanatory. Questions around selling, sales calls, feedback on your sales calls, things like that can go in these channels. Now, in any of these public channels, if you have something that you're working on that you need us to review, you're going to have your individual Google Drive folders that are assigned to you during onboarding. You can upload any of your work, including sales calls, to those Google Drive folders and just ping someone in a channel. Say you have a question about your customer hypothesis. You can come into this channel and say, hey, Frank, or whoever you need to ping, I finished my customer hypothesis and I had a few questions on X, Y, and Z. And as long as that is in your Google Drive, we'll be able to go find it, take a look at it, and get you some feedback on that work. The last thing I want you to know is that you will have a private Slack channel for the specific event you are attending. Whether you're meeting with us in person at an upcoming incubator event, or you've chosen to attend virtually, you will have a private channel for your event, where only the attendees for that event are allowed. So, for example, this is the May private event channel. So all announcements about the May in-person event in Redondo Beach will be posted in this channel and pinned to the top of it. So if you ever need the agenda or details about the venue, you can come into this channel and check the pins. You can also network in this channel and communicate and get to know the other people who are attending the event. So you can start really bonding with them, introducing yourself to them, and working together leading up to the event and after the event. So you will have a specific channel for the event that you have chosen to attend, and only the members of that specific event will be in that channel with you. Everyone in the program will be in the public channel. So public channels here, private channels are the ones that you see a little padlock on, just to denote that. Lastly, direct messages. You can direct message myself, Frank, any member of our team in case of emergency. Feel free to reach out to us. Just be mindful that most of the questions you're going to have should be posted in the public channels. We don't want to be asking questions about our work via private message, because then the coaches and the team will end up having a ton of private messages and different threads going on. We want to keep questions about your work in the public channels where we can see them and respond to them easily. But if you have a question about your account, or something urgent comes up, you are able to reach out to us personally here. So that's a tour of Slack and how to use it. It's a fantastic resource. A couple of things for you to know. When you're in Slack, conversations around topics in the channels are kept in threads. So say someone posted in the channel and they had a question, you can comment on that post or respond by starting a thread. And this will start a thread that stays within that original post. So all the replies to that post, much like the comments on a Facebook post, stay together. We're going to ask you, when you post questions in Slack and our team responds, to keep any follow-up to your original question in the same thread. That way, questions and responses are organized in a single place for everyone to follow along, and you don't have a question posted here and then you have to scroll down to the page to find the response to those questions. So question, response, everything related to a single post should be kept in that thread. Lastly, you can upload images or files using this button here. When it comes to reviewing your work, we ask you to upload those to your Google Drive folder, just so that Slack doesn't become inundated with your private work. But you can upload a photo or video. If you have a video of yourself asking a question and that's how you want to ask, or you have a screen share of something that you want some feedback on, feel free to do that and post it here. Just be mindful about posting all of your documents and things, because it can get a little unwieldy and it gets hard for everyone to keep track of what's going on. So be mindful of that. Lastly, you will see people posting GIFs in Slack. That is done by doing hashtag Giphy, Giphy, and then typing the word or phrase that you want to find a GIF for. So I could type hilarious and hit enter, and it's not going to show up right now because I need to add this Giphy integration. So let's do that. So now you have a full library of GIFs. Settings have been saved. I can go hit refresh. So now if someone's posted something and you want to post a GIF, you'll see that we do that often. You can do this. You can simply go and post hashtag Giphy and then the word that you want to find a GIF for, and then hit send, right? You can also do search through GIFs by hitting enter, and then you hit the shuffle button, and you can find different GIFs that way. So that's a rundown of Slack and how to use it. If you have any questions, feel free to post them here in the water cooler channel and we'll help you out. So thanks again for being a part of the High Ticket Incubator on behalf of the entire team. We're super excited to see what you create, and we can't wait to help you launch and sell your high ticket offer. See you in Slack.